Alright, Mo, have you ever heard of the game Poppy Playtime?
Of course, I've seen Corey Kenshin play that game, and it's like 10 million views. It's super trendy right now.
Yeah, it is. Now, people like it because, it's kind of like the new Bendy's ink machine. Bendy the ink machine, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is based
Even FNAF reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Yeah, so it's one of those types of games. It's kind of an animatronic toy factory sort of thing. So overall, I like it because I think mainly the monster in particular is quite creative. It's the way it moves around as well. It's quite spooky, and quite disturbing to look at.
I think the visuals of the game itself is like fantastic, man. It looks 3D, but like it doesn't look like weird of 3D. I don't know how to describe it. It looks good. It looks good.
And the gameplay.
It looks realistic.
And the gameplay, the puzzle solving stuff, the way
that's great.
the hands, that's really unique, I think. Yeah, but I think.
And my favorite part was like the puzzles. Like like every horror game has like a combination thing.
Yeah.
Where like you gotta find the code to this, or you gotta find. With this, you have to figure it out. They didn't even give you a hint or anything.
Yeah, they just expect you to figure it out, which I think is good. I think that's good for games. Yeah, okay, so enough praise right now. I think, I was looking at some reviews of the games, and I think that there's a lot of really flawed opinions on it. I think it's mainly because a lot of people don't understand what they're buying with this game, which I don't blame them because the game isn't too honest about it.
Oh, what are they buying then? What are they getting?
Let's get into the first review. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
So initial for first review here, which I think is it encompasses most of the positive reviews. We're going to look at the first part here. I'm only recommending this game because I see a lot of potential in it. I think that kind of highlights what most of these reviews are.
First off, that's dumb, man.
No, the rest
I honestly found.
Sorry.
If that's your only reason to give a positive review over something, that's just horrible.
Yeah.
Right there.
Like the rest of the review, if you have a quick read of it, it reads like a negative review.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she brings up. I mean, so I was going to move on now, but I'm only recommending this game because I see a lot of potential in it. There is no potential for what you've bought here. So what you buy for this game is you have to buy each chapter individually, right? You wouldn't know that from the Steam page, but that's what you do.
They don't tell you that?
Not obviously. Like it's not made obvious.
Oh, so it's like it's hidden under the fine print type thing.
It's kind of it's one of those things.
Wow.
And each chapter is going to cost about $5. So this chapter, you spend $5, you get this about 20-minute chapter, and there's no potential or quote unquote potential because what you've bought is what you get. They're not going to be adding on to what you've bought here. So the idea of potential isn't a valid point to make.
Even if like they just added on to what you bought, it still doesn't in my opinion that shouldn't be the only potential is not by itself enough to give something a positive review. I think you need to see other good elements. If potential is the only reason you're giving a positive review, maybe you should rethink it because for all you know, the game could drastically, go below your expectations, disappoint you. That's not, you shouldn't be trying to predict the future. And be like, oh yeah, in the future this will be a good game. I'm just going to give it.
We're not psychics. So the next part, I would not have been so let down if this game had advertised itself as prologue, because that's exactly what it is right now, which I fully agree with, and I think that's a really negative point. They should have made this a negative review, so I don't know why they've made it positive. Basically what they're complaining about is the game is really short, which it is. You can get through the game in about 20 minutes. Honestly, it's a demo. It's not a chapter, it's a demo. As Bendy and the Ink Machine's full demo is longer than this.
Yeah, it has to be demoed. No way you can be like chapter 1, 20 minutes, unless you make the game, the whole game, super short.
In which case, it would be worth it buying $5 for that. For 20 minutes a chapter, it would be horrible. But it's a demo, that's what it is. It quickly showcases the puzzles, then it showcases a monster, and it leaves you with a cliffhanger. It's a demo.
It's a paid demo.
A paid demo.
It's a paid demo. Yeah.
They're making you pay for a demo, see, that's the thing. This is a negative review, but it's highlighted as a positive review, which is really stupid, I think. She complains about the lack of content for the price, but still gives it a positive review. So... you see,
is it the same person?
Yeah, this is the same person. Complains about they're complaining about the lack of content, but they give it a positive review.
I just think a lot of people are just way too generous with the reviews. How often do you see games would be rated like a 10 out of 10? Like, is it
Too often.
everybody's they go like 10 out of 10 this game, 10 out of 10 that one, 10 out of 10 this one, 9
Yeah.
out of 10 this one.
Yeah.
Bro, 10 out of 10, that's like a masterpiece. You should not be giving every game left and right a 10 out of 10. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what she says here is she's pretty much saying there's not enough content in this game. This is pretty much a paid demo, but I still.
Positive review.
But, yeah, that's. Anyway, let's moving on to the next one.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. We actually like this game.
Yeah, we do like it. We think it's a great.
Man, this game looks fantastic. It looks like a type of game I would play, right? And especially I know for sure you would play this.
Yeah, I've played it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay, I only watch reviews. Videos on this.
Actually, speaking of playing this, I don't know if I'm gonna. Look, when I go back and do it again to get the recordings for the video, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough content to fill out this review. So I might have to move really slowly through it to bring it up to.
True. True. To be honest, I don't think this review is gonna be too long, anyways.
Hopefully not. So the next one. So this was great. I loved it. She says, or he, whoever. But you really should include chapter 1 in its title, or at least the description, because most people won't go to page. And that's a good point. If you have a look, I agree with this completely. I think it's quite. I don't want to like say, manipulative, but kind of is. No, it seems like they're trying to mislead you in the way you're buying here, which I don't want to accuse them of that.
I mean, for all you know, maybe this is like some mistake, but it's a very convenient mistake for them,
Yeah, I mean, they do mention it in the about this game, but it's not. You need to like go into the description to read that. You know what I mean? It's not in the title. It's not in when you buy the game. It says buy Poppy Playtime. It doesn't say buy Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. For the third review, we're actually going to be looking at a review from MGN. No idea what this site is. It looks like a knockoff IGN. But
MGN.
MGN. I couldn't find one that was on IGN, so went for big MGN. You've read this one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anything you want to bring up before I go into my points?
No, I think they're basically saying the exact same things. Pretty much everything we've said, and like plus potential.
Yeah, plus potential. What I want to talk about is that this page, similar to the Steam, it doesn't do a good enough job at explaining that you're not actually buying the full game. But definitely recommend buying the game now, even if it only has one chapter.
It doesn't specify that you're gonna have to buy all the other chapters.
I guess that Poppy Playtime will get more expensive as more chapters come out, so best buy it ASAP. They're actively misinforming you here. This isn't how it works.
That's not how it works, no.
You're going to have to buy the chapters individually. The price isn't going to go up with each chapter, you're going to have to buy them each individually. That's misinformation there.
What you're describing right now is early access. That's what you're describing right now.
Yeah, but this isn't early access. This is a full release for the first chapter.
Sometimes I wonder if people even play these games, man.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this one.
I'm shocked that I didn't notice that earlier. That's just a straight up lie. They also so they pretty much say that they don't know whether the game's going to be good or bad, but they still give it an 8.5 out of 10. They admit that they aren't sure if the game is going to be good or bad. They give it an 8.5 out of 10. And obviously here they say reasonably priced. The game isn't reasonably priced at all. It's a 20-minute demo that you need to pay for. I don't think that's reasonable. It's really disappointing to see that these reviews are like this, because they're gonna influence people to buy the game when they might not want to buy it. And I think that's really what this
Or maybe people would just wait, to be honest. I would just wait to see how many chapters, personally.
Yeah, I mean,
chapters are gonna be.
I would hope that if the game does come out, if it comes out, it's gonna come out. But if the other chapters, when the other chapters do come out, I do hope that they're longer. They should make up for the price of the first chapter, I think.
Yeah, I hope then the following chapters are better value. Yeah, it'd be also cool if they give us free ones, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Yes, it won't. Yeah. They've said that it's 100% gonna be paid for each one. I mean, again, we like the game. We like the game idea. We think it's got some cool puzzles, a cool monster. But
it's an interesting watch for sure.
It's just potential isn't a good argument to make for a game. That's in any context, but especially this one.
All right. We don't know how to end this shit. There you go, answer.